Everyone, welcome to the conscious chat between me and Joy. We're so thrilled that you're coming to listen to us. So, Joy, tell us and everyone else, what are we doing here? Why we're coming together for this conscious coffee chat?
Well, let me get my coffee cup, okay, first. There we go.
That's right. If you haven't
So
had your afternoon coffee yet, now is the time to pick it up.
I know this was going to be a little earlier. However, we've been working really hard on some things, haven't we? And we really want to just talk about something that's happening 1 week from today that we are completely excited about and thrilled. And we just wanted to.
And exhausted. Okay, let's just
Oh,
put it
yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Well,
Exhausted.
that too. Yeah, you've been working your tail off, haven't you, on this? My
You too.
gosh.
You too.
I
We've been
know.
going through the motions, but super
Yeah,
excited.
I know. Well, sometimes you have to put the work in, right, to get the results, right? It's kind of like planting a garden. You got to put the seeds in and till the soil and water it and get dirty and be in the rain and all of that before the food comes up and the rainbows come out, right? So we're looking
Exactly.
for rainbows next week
So,
on
what's the big secret next week? Let's tell
Oh,
them. If
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys want to
yeah.
know what it is, you better put something in the chat. Like, what is it? What is it? What
What
is it?
what's up? Yeah, you bet. Well, as we know, and we hope that you find out and come and discover this, we have something extraordinarily innovative that we are unrolling, unwrapping, and unveiling next week, Saturday, June 18th, from 8 a.m. Pacific time to 2 p.m. Pacific time, with an after party till 3 Pacific time, and go up the time zones wherever you want.
Margarita time.
Woo-hoo! I know. And it's virtual, so anyone can join in from anywhere. That's the beauty of these virtual summits. But this isn't like a normal summit, is it?
Oh, it ain't so. It ain't so. You guys, if you're tuning in, we have something to tell you that's super special. So, what we're talking about is this reunion of souls, as we called it, the gathering, almost like a retreat that is happening on Zoom, which, yes, it is possible, especially when you bring a group of thought leaders and light workers, energy healers into one Zoom room. It's going to be such an amazing interactive event where you get to speak with the speakers and be part of the conversation, but also you get to experience their modalities. There will be some meditations, processes to help you transform and expand. So, oh my goodness, Joy, what's going to happen at this event? You have to tell
Well,
us.
I know and it's not. I just want to let everyone know this is going to be bringing together and fusing and synergizing the career world, the entrepreneur world, the business world with the leading edge of spirituality and body awareness and quantum creation, all of those juicy things that maybe doesn't exactly get talked about in a CEO boardroom. And yet, they are finding out. I mean, we've got, oh gosh, I mean, just thinking about this, we have somebody who's going to be one of our featured speakers who used to be in the counterintelligence community,
How
right?
crazy is that?
I
And
know.
she actually talks about remote viewing and psychic abilities being used in government. So, hey, nothing out of ordinary for those folks. So,
Right,
can we
exactly.
combine the woo-woo and business?
Yeah, I actually think, we've got also. Yeah, and that's been
Carolyn
going on
Cooper
for years.
McWatt is coming with Conscious Creation, another featured speaker from the Grand Connection. Oh my goodness, she's amazing. Talking about being visionary. We're talking about visions. Let's talk about our vision. Why the heck did we even decide to put this massive event, right?
I know.
Because that was
It's
slightly crazy.
I know. It's kind of like trying to plan this huge, uh, you know, gala in like a month's time. At the same time, there was something really, really pushing us, and that brought us together. So Dagmar, you go ahead and explain where you were coming from.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
we
why?
have like the two stories. We're like the two ships that are colliding together. Super fun for those of you who are watching it. So I started the Athena Circle right in the middle of the pandemic, and that is an organization for women entrepreneurs who believe that when we tap into spirituality, when we tap into the inner wisdom, which some people call intuition, then we actually can thrive in all aspects of our lives, both personal, professional, and relationships, even our health. So it's like a personal development combined with spiritual growth, which is non-religious, non-faith based, and an incredible support community for women who want to tap into the untapped, the aspects of their personality that they maybe haven't explored before. And the amazing part is that we immediately knew that we needed to host a conference that would take this message broader and give people permission to show up in the world. Now, little did you guys know that I've been sitting on this idea for a year and not able to get it off the ground. I just couldn't figure out why. And then one day I meet this amazing woman called Joy Willett, and it went from 0 miles per hour to 2,000 miles per hour. So we are like those souls that reunited through time and space and came into this beautiful collaboration and cohesion and congruence, which is where you come in. So Joy, how did it happen for you? What brought you to the Global Consciousness Summit? How did you drop into this wormhole?
How did I drop into it? Well, as you know, I mean, we met on another summit, another virtual summit, with some wonderful people. In fact, some of the people that are coming on to speak, we have met also through that venue. And I am, as for people that know me, I'm a mind mentor, expert, and visionary guide. And my passion, as well as being also a very successful entrepreneur, I've always blended these two worlds together. And my passion is to help people understand what's running their lives. And so when you and I met, and I've done retreats, and now that we're coming out of the pandemic, it's like, let's get back out there. What does the world need? What between our messages and our beautiful colleagues' messages, how can we put this all together and dovetail it so it becomes something like what we're creating, the Global Consciousness Summit, where there is the meeting of innovation and just all of those things, those tidbits out there
Like
to
even new perspectives, right?
absolutely, absolutely. To
Yeah.
accelerate our own lives, our own body healing, our careers, to just take this life that we're in now on the planet to move it into new, higher levels of intuition and wisdom and everything. So this first one, our vision is to have this sort of correlation of I call it a smorgasbord of beautiful thought leaders, heart leaders, spirituality and innovation coming together to elevate everyone that comes in to join us. And this is going to be very unusual, isn't it, in the format? Dagmar, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Joy, we like to talk and we're fast at talking and we like to go where others have not gone. So hence we call ourselves untapped, unleashed, uncensored. So by the way, you guys have to hop on the summit on June 18th because that's when Joy and I we're unleashing all those topics that have been buried. We wanted to do two things. One, our vision was to create an event where you, as a participant, uh, eh, you are just as important part of the conversation as the speakers or sponsors or those who present their perspectives, because consciousness is about co-creation. And when every one of you can say, I agree, or I disagree, or maybe you have a different viewpoint, it is just as valid as everybody else's, as we seek to burst through the established status quo of thinking, meaning those established paradigms. It took somebody to invent the wheel to get past what's already existed, right? So instead of pulling those logs of wood on earth, somebody thought, well, what if I just cut off the end and stick it in the middle and I've got the wheels, right? It took innovation to create a
Yes.
solution. And we want this summit to bring the innovation to your lives, to push you beyond what you think is possible.
Right.
Moira Leville is coming to maybe talk to you about self-healing. Like, are we able to control our bodies with our mind? Can
Mm.
the disease within your physical body be overcome through the power of the mind? I mean, that's for a lot of people, that's unusual topic, isn't it?
It sure is, and it's something that I think is really important to explore, right? And especially during these times, on how to keep our bodies in balance with everything going on around on the planet. And
Yeah.
we
And how
also,
about Mark Baldazar?
oh my gosh,
Let's
he's like
talk about that.
he is this engineer, scientist, in another life, in this life, very well learned, and
Law of
best-selling author.
attraction.
Law of attraction and quantum creation, laws of quantum creation. He's like the wizard. He is so learned and fascinating to listen to in terms of what he brings to the table. Oh, and going from the mind, we've got somebody coming in who's completely, I mean, she's going to be teaching about the superpowers of our intuition. And as you were saying, Dagmar, these are other countries for decades, Russia and the US and other in places too, have been knowing that intuition and psychic abilities and being visionary has been a superpower. They've used it in the governments. And now we've got Cheryl coming in with her superpowers of intuition.
Oh, yeah, Cheryl Brewster. You guys have to completely listen to what her message. She is so powerful in
Mm,
using the inner wisdom to make choices. How much easier would that be? How many times do we not listen to the gut feeling? We're like, hell no. It tells me not to date that guy, but he's so juicy and he's so charming. So I'm going to skip the intuition. I'm going to jump into it. Not with the
exactly.
pirate Cheryl Brewster, right?
I know, really, she's amazing, and I mean, gosh, we've got Tonya coming in, Tonya Donrekla with her. She's the one, the counterintelligence, the superpower expert, bringing in what it's like to almost become the total human being. Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
Wonder
these
Woman.
guys
Okay,
have
for those of you,
such.
Catman, oh no, Catwoman, Superwoman, Superman, Spider Man. She's bringing the heroes to our summit and turning you into one. And then
Exactly.
how about Carol Maureen Friesen?
Oh my
She's
goodness.
tuning in from Costa Rica to read your mind. I mean, to read your body like a book. I mean, can you imagine that just looking at your face, she can tell you what you're struggling with, what
Mm,
experiences you had in your life.
mm,
It's mind blowing. So when you hop
yeah.
on the summit, she'll actually take some volunteers and read them right on the spot.
Oh my gosh. And also too, I know that some of the VIP gifts that these incredible people we haven't even finished talking about, that Carol's going to be offering some of her gifts,
Oh
same
yeah, it's a
goes like that
workshop.
as a VIP. Yeah, she is so wise. I mean, my goodness, we were able to connect with her, and she has her retreat in Costa Rica, and oh my gosh, what an incredible woman. You can just feel that wisdom just coming from her. And then oh gosh, we have Angela Lee, who's
Oh, what
bringing
a
to
beautiful fairy.
she's
Guys,
a
do you believe in
fairy.
fairies?
She is like
Fairies are coming to town.
fairy angel, and she writes these amazing fairy tales that help to heal with the emotional component of from someone experiencing trauma and whatever else somebody is going through. Angela is has got the most calming message and healing message, and her voice is like a tinkling bell, really. Oh
Oh,
my gosh! And then, yeah, do we cover Carolyn and the
we talked about
merging,
Moira. I think we,
merging the synergy of business and community and taking it into the vast new paradigms. And her, I mean, she's got how many thousands of people in her community and organization that she just developed in during the pandemic in 2020, and she has just rocket launched because of her mission, because of her passion to bring connection in the business community as well as globally. I mean, we have such an incredible group of people
yeah,
during this first
when
summit.
we, yeah, when we decided to host the summit, magic happened. These most amazing people showed up on our doorstep, and we were like, come in, come in. We love you all. In fact, we even have sponsors that jumped to support this event. You have to check our website. They are so generous. They are gifting us over $4,000. The last time I counted, it was $4,380.
Oh
Literally,
my
and
God.
this is not end, by the way. It's
Right.
not all of them yet. I
It's
haven't
yeah.
added three more
Oh,
gifts that are coming in. So you have to check the website frequently, because all of these luminaries and thought leaders are offering their services for free to those of you who will purchase a VIP pass. Now, that VIP pass is only $57. It gives you access to the recordings from the event, as well as all these special one on one gifts from the speakers where you can actually work with them directly.
oh yeah.
And if that's not enough, Margaritaville, there is an after party where,
Party.
again, we'll just hop on the call, a different Zoom link for those VIP pass holders, and we'll be able to engage in more conversation. How crazy is that? For $57.
I can't believe it. Or if you want to, if you just want to dip your toe in and just come aboard, get your $11 general admission. I can't believe that we're offering
We're
this.
crazy.
We are
Joy, we
crazy.
lost our
We
minds.
have lost our minds, and yet we are offering these amazing prices to all of you because we are so excited, and we know that this is going to just rock your world when you come in. We've got breakout rooms where you get to connect with people who are part of the attendees. We're not calling it an audience. You guys are part of the attendees and participants. You get to interact with the speakers. You get to hear the sponsors talk about what they're offering. And so we just wanted to make this something affordable that you would say yes to. And so it's going to be a 6-hour format. You can jump in and stay as long as you want. When you
And there
upgrade,
will be breaks. Okay, we're
oh yeah,
not
yeah,
one of those prisoners of Zoom, okay, where
oh
you don't
yeah,
even have time to run to restroom. How
uh,
many of
yeah.
you have gone to those Zoom meetings where they literally jailed you and you're like, yes, yes, me too, me too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. And you
that's
can't,
not
and you
here.
feel guilty for getting something to eat or going, having a bio break.
Yeah.
We've got that included, everyone. And then again, remember, for $57 upgrade up until the day before the event, it does go up to 97 for VIP on the day of the event. However, when you check out the VIP gifts, you're going to go, this is a no-brainer. You get the recordings. So if for any reason you have to take a few hours off, or even if you can't make it, hopefully you will, you still get the recording. You are still getting the energy, because Dagmar, we're talking about energy, right? This is
Yes,
all about
it's
energy.
it's all encoded in the universe. Anytime you tap into it, it's working on you. But I'm promising you all, there's no way that you'll hop on it and hop off before it's over, because we're gonna keep you like on pins and needles. What's coming next? Who else is talking? And we do want to tap into some topics that don't always get talked about. So let's highlight some of those things. Like,
Mm,
we've talked about the self-healing and passion around um, being able to steer our physical body into wellness. There's so many people who have overcome cancer just through emotional healing, right? And really helping the body
mhm.
thrive. So that's one of the topics we want to highlight. Is it possible, especially when we are overcoming the pandemic, that some of us are using the ability to think about vigor and vitality and override the program of fear around the disease or dying, right? So that's a conversation that we want to tap into. What else is on our agenda, Joy?
Well, again, we talked about really going into how are we creating our world, our reality, either individually or even collectively. We're going to be going into those arenas, as well as the energy that we all hold within us and within our bodies and within our frequencies. How do we manage energy? Everything is energy. I mean, we're not making this up. And
Yeah, it's
yet,
like, is
it's an
is law of
untapped.
attraction a real thing? I mean, is it some made up concept, or does it really work? Mark
or
will be good
or
for that.
or how to and what are the secrets in consciously creating our reality. We're going to get into all of that because
Yeah,
guess what, we're all always creating something, aren't we? um,
exactly. Now, how about this one? Do you listen to the voices in your head, which some people call spirit guides? Are they real? Are they imaginary? Is it evil to listen to some guidance from above? Like, how do you all feeling about that?
Yeah, that's going to be a really good question. And it'll be interesting to see what our attendees and participants feel and what their experience is. Because sometimes, when these topics are brought out, you find that more and more people go, yeah, I remember I've experienced that. Or, yeah, I've had this kind of dreams or intuition, or I've been guided. I've had that.
Preconception.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And also, gosh, we're going to be talking about again the
How
body and
about
the body
this?
intelligence.
Yeah, how about planet Earth? Is it
Mm,
alive? Is it conscious? Or is it
mm.
literally just dirt that we walk on? I mean,
Is it
how
just a
many
big
people
rock?
feel so like dissociated from nature?
Mm,
The whole Darwin theory, where we hear we are trying to be on top of the pyramid and to eat everybody else and not to be eaten. What if we start talking about symbiotic relationship and consciousness in everything? The tree huggers, why do they hug the trees? Well, is it possible that trees have consciousness, and
uh-huh.
that if you tune in, you will hear, right? I hear
Yeah,
the trees talking. I mean, I'm going to put it
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I mean, years ago they came out with that book, The Secret Life of Plants. I mean, that was during our lifetime, or at least my lifetime. But anyways, and other cultures certainly have had and still do a real living connection. And isn't it interesting that there's so many business people going to do journeys in the jungle with different shamans and things like that? Why are people doing that? Is there something that
Exactly.
we're missing in this Western culture? Are we missing some of the heart or the organic process of who we are connected with everything out there? I
Oh my
wonder.
goodness. we're tapping into as many topics as we can. One summit cannot contain it, so
Oh no.
probably more will come. But we do need you to jump on the ship. It's taking off. We're taking you on a consciousness cruise on
Woo!
June 18th. So grab your ticket now. Stay tuned for more updates. There are so many interviews with our amazing speakers posted in our Facebook group, which you can join. And that Facebook group is called, surprisingly, Global
Luminaries.
Consciousness Summit. We're not trying to be hidden here.
Yeah,
We're trying to dig up and bring to the light all of these topics. So join
exactly.
us there, join us at the summit, and spread the word. Tell everyone you know about this amazing opportunity to create together new perspectives, new ideas on what is possible for you,
Yeah,
your life, and
right.
everything else.
And even if these are topics that maybe you're going, I'm not sure about, take a chance, take a risk, come in at some level, get a ticket some level, and even
Explore.
explore, have an open mind. Minds work best when they're open, right? And you might find that some of these people who are going to be speaking, a lot of them have come from very traditional backgrounds. I just want to say, this is not some woo woo conference.
Yeah,
So we
I
are
don't
going to
believe
be
in that word woo woo. I
right.
can't stand it.
But you know what I mean, that people,
Yes, but
but
I do want to
it's
put
like
it
that.
publicly. No more woo woo
However,
with me.
however, when we find out and when you find out that these types of things are being talked about at high levels of government, high levels of innovation, what do you think these like Branson and Musk and all of these different people and the creators and Einstein and Tesla, they had to go out on a limb. So come
Exactly.
all out on our limb and see what is going on. And we look forward to having you join us next Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Go up the time zones where you are to 2 p.m. with an after party right afterwards. Okay? Yay.
We'll
That's it.
see you guys on June 18th.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.